Hello and welcome everybody to the next edition of Demon Souls, the Red Pill. I believe this is episode 8. If not, you'll see on the screen what episode it is. Ooh, I lose track sometimes. I don't know why. It's not like I'm doing anything more than one playthrough at a time. But there are days in between playthrough episodes at times. We call it the Red Pill because we are talking about the Red Pill movement in terms of the manosphere, masculinity, being a man, and living as a man in a new age under a new social construct where the old ways of thinking and acting and behaving and functioning just don't work the way they used to. Last we left off, we destroyed the man-eaters. We destroyed them. Over a long period of time, it actually took a while. They were total assholes and wanted to stay up in the air a lot. So, and then they move around in the air a lot, so it's even difficult to shoot them while they're in the air. Today's episode's topic, subtopic from the Red Pill, is specifically one I really like, one that I'm very excited to talk about and have a lot to say on. Irrational self-confidence. Now, I don't know who came up with this term. I've heard it many different places, so I don't think any one person can necessarily take credit for it. But if you are out there and you think you've come up with the term and you should have, oh shit, you should have credit for it, let me know, and we'll just list it in the comments below. How about that? So this area right here, you get shot at a lot if you run along the edges, so be careful. But they do make a noise shortly before shooting at you, so it gives you an opportunity to dodge it. When running along the edge, it's a good idea to have the thief ring equipped. They have a much harder time seeing you and shooting you, therefore. So, this is Demon Souls, played on the PC with RPCS3 emulator. Today's drink of choice is hot matcha green tea. Ooh, look at that guy. This shows you that these Grim Reaper type dudes are in charge of these weird spectral creatures. Yeah, that's a lot of them. And they shoot you with lasers, because lasers are cool and dangerous all at the same time. Are dangerously cool. Where is this? Oh, I didn't mean to fall on that already. Be careful because they can still get you right before they die. Yeah, there we go. Done with that. Awesome. Irrational self-confidence, guys. This is about being confident even when you don't necessarily have all of the foundations for it. The idea behind irrational self-confidence is that it is not necessarily completely rational. It shouldn't be completely irrational, mind you. But the idea behind it, again, is that you are not basing your confidence 100% on what you know and what you can do and what you have done. You're basing it partially on just the belief in yourself, the confidence in yourself, the insistence that you believe that you can accomplish your goals, that you believe that because you're a man, you were born a man, that you can learn, you can grow, you can figure stuff out, you can manage. Oh. Ooh, that was a close one. And it is slightly irrational because you believe in your abilities even when you have not had to put them to the test yet. So, you walk into a situation you've never encountered before, you exhibit that confidence. You show that confidence because it is better to be overtly self-confident than to be obviously timid. It is better to be overly self-confident than underconfident. What you don't want is to underestimate your own value. What you don't want is to have a lower sense of your own value than what it actually is. You'd rather overestimate it. When you overestimate your own value, in most situations, I think it will benefit you more than harm you. Now, yes, there are cases where you could run into problems if you overestimate what you can do and how valuable you as an individual are. Look at that. You know what? I'd like that in my room at home. How do I get that? How do I get these decorations? Yep, there's an item. I knew there was at least one more item up here. The kunai. 11 of them, to be precise. Whoa! Don't fall there. Actually, let's fall right here. Perfect. Less damage because we're higher up. And there's another item. Awesome. Not really awesome, but I mean, it's something. It's not nothing. All right, so we're going to do this. Although, do we have to? Yeah, I think you have to fall down there to progress this area. You don't really have a choice. Not actually the biggest fan of matcha, to be honest with you. I wish I liked it more. It comes off to me as a bit strong at times. And if I make it too weak, then it's just not enjoyable. So, I don't know what my deal is with matcha. But I have the irrational self-confidence to know that I can handle the matcha. Okay, so I think this guy will now appear in the Nexus to sell us faith magic, which we don't care about and don't want and don't need and won't get. But if you do decide to get faith, I recommend the healing spell. We might look into that. If I can get a healing spell without having to do anything else, yeah, sure, maybe I'll do that. Ooh. Oh, no. I knew I timed that wrong. Oh, shit. My shield up in time. There we go. Take that, bitch. Get down and stay down. And then we bum rush him right at the end. Cheap? Yes. Effective? Yes. I showed irrational self-confidence. And I cheesed him. You know, I can't think of actually how to get up there. I think you gotta fall down the hole in such a perfect way as to land right on it. I don't know what it is, though. It might be a katana, maybe? Katanas in this game are pretty cool. I don't think I've gotten one, and I don't think I know where to get one. It is better to be overly self-confident to underestimate your own value. And guys, keep this in mind. You are probably more valuable than you think you are. Or, the other side of that, if you're thinking, dude, you don't know me, Fox, I'm a total loser. Or, you can relatively easily become so. I don't want to say just easily, but I think without too much difficulty, you could become far more valuable than you think you are or can become. Like I said, guys, especially as you get older, you have an advantage over women, okay? Women hit what's known as the wall early on. This is where essentially they hit, let's see, Ring of Gastries. I think we already had that, didn't we? I'm going to keep him alive to buy grasses from him. But no, we didn't have to go down there because there's another path we can take. Alright. Fine. That's how it's got to be. That's how it's got to be. And we already pushed down on that. So now we got to find the next area, which is around here somewhere. We'll go this way. I think I already went this way, but we'll double check. These things give off light, which is interesting. It's like a warning ahead of time, you know? Women hit the wall fairly early on. It's arguable when exactly the wall gets hit, but women consider it around 30 or more. I think it's probably between 25 to 30. And this is where a woman's value on the sexual marketplace, and that includes dating. When we say sexual marketplace, we're talking about dating, marriage, courtship, seeing other people, meeting, having, you know, encounters with the opposite sex for romantic purposes. It includes all of that. Yeah, I don't know exactly where to go, but we'll figure this out. I've been here before, guys. I've played this game before. Really, I have. Trust me. I'm confident I can figure it out. So she's going to hit the wall fairly early on in her life. Earlier rather than later, especially in most cases if she has children. Now, hey, there are some awesome women who have children early on in life. They get themselves together. They get their body back in order. They get looking good. And arguably, in many ways, look better than they did when they were 20, when they hit 30. That's very unusual. In most cases... Why am I having so much trouble with this game lately? In most cases, women don't look better as they get older. It just doesn't happen. Now, if you got an extremely heavy, overweight woman who doesn't take care of herself at all and doesn't work out, and she suddenly becomes a workout fiend and starts eating right and loses a bunch of weight and starts doing up her hair and putting on the makeup, yeah, she can definitely look better, even 10 years older. But she would have looked a lot better had she done that 10 years prior, is what I'm saying. Men, on the other hand, are different. Men can be like wine. Men can age like a fine wine. In many cases, and I think I look better in almost every conceivable way now at nearly 40 years old than I did at 20. I really do. The toll that has been taken on my face and my skin actually isn't that bad. It almost makes me look more rugged and masculine than I did when I was younger. Women, that's not the case. They don't look better as they get older. They don't look better when their skin gets older. They don't look better as the years pass by. They look worse and worse and worse. And it hits some women far worse than others. Let's see. I gotta figure this out. Where are we going here? I'm pretty sure it's not down here. But we can try to jump down to that platform and get that item. If I can just figure out where to go. So you have this advantage, guys, as you get older. Her value, her sexual market value will go down. And yours, especially if you keep yourself in shape, you work out, you take care of your skin, you eat right, your value will actually tend to go up. So as time goes on, you will look better and she will look worse. I don't know if we can necessarily land. How do we get to that? Nope, not that way. I'll try again maybe one more time and then give up. Let's see if I can roll to it. Roll to it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I could if I rolled in the middle. I just screwed that up. So, that's the advantage for you guys, okay? We have an extreme advantage over women. Our market value doesn't drastically decline. Ours can go up. So, you can find yourself later in life actually having the advantage. You will find that you look better. Comparatively, you feel better, you're in better shape, you make more money, you're more confident, you figured out your fashion, you got yourself a decent car, you got yourself a decent place to live, you got a career going, so financially you're in order, mostly, kind of. So the idea here is that you are, in every conceivable way, a more attractive sexual market value option now, older in life, later in life, than you were when you were younger. Yeah, I am really confused as to where to go. I don't know why. I shouldn't be. But I think... Is it right here? Did we interact with this thing? I did hit this. Obviously, I knew that wasn't going to work. That was stupid. I'm starting to wonder what's going on here, because I don't ever remember being stuck here before. Did it not activate properly? What's the deal? What's the deal here? Oh, of course. I'm on the second level. Okay. Or lower level, or yeah, lower level, something. Anyway, we run around here. And then we talked about this, guys. Putting on the thief ring so that they don't shoot at us as much, because they can't see us. Surprisingly, this is not affecting our frame rate very much. Come here. Let me shoot you right in the head, buddy. Oh! Oh, yeah! Oh, wow. That did almost nothing. Oh, shit. There we go. We gonna be cheap, y'all. We're gonna be real cheap on this one. Aw, damn. He figured it out. He's like, oh, you're gonna do that, huh? Oh, well, I'm just gonna burn you down. I'm gonna burn your health down. All right, buddy. Two can play that game. Bitch. Look at this. Oh, took it right to the face. Wait, 29? 28? So what, it does 1 extra damage when I hit the face? That ain't worth it. That ain't... Oh, shit, I got shot. Oh, because I took the thief's rings off. Thief ring off, that's right. What an asshole. Did you see him fall right off the edge? What a dipshit. Wait, I thought that guy died. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. I just got him really close. All right, we're going to let that heal up a bit. Can we walk back up here? Yes, we can. So, the reason you should be confident is you have a basis for it in the fact that your sexual market value is going to go up comparatively to women. And if you work out, you know, you get out there, you lift weights, you eat right, you dress well, you carry yourself with confidence, you are going to increase your sexual market value drastically. I would say in just 6 months, you can probably increase it by 2, 3, or 4 points, depending on how bad you look to start with. You see this jerk? You see what he's doing here? By the way, do you see how it curves towards me? No idea where he shot that one. He's just shooting something out there. Alright. The Thief's Ring. I think we have 2 gas resistance rings. I don't know if we can do anything with it other than drop it. I don't think you can sell your items to anybody. So, the other thing too about confidence. Confidence is masculine. Doubt is inherently feminine. And when I say that, that doesn't mean that you never express doubt, and that doesn't mean that women never express confidence. People always like the extremes. Everyone wants to see everything in black and white, yes and no, up and down terms. That life just doesn't work that way. There's nuance to everything. So that's the disclaimer I always give when I make statements like that. But to be confident is inherently a masculine thing. It's just inherently a masculine trait. Men tend to be confident, even if they don't always have the best reason to be. Women tend to doubt a lot. They tend to be very emotional, and emotions lead to doubt. Being emotional means you doubt stuff. Being emotional means you think and you feel before you think, and feelings can lead to doubt. Feelings can lead to a lot of concern. Feelings can lead to worry, anxiety, depression, all these things. These are inherently feminine traits. Women tend to exhibit these traits far more often than men. I'm trying to get his attention without the other one. Okay, there we go. That was a lot easier than I thought. I remember these guys being a lot tougher. Oh, there we go. But hey, as long as you can stagger an enemy by repeatedly hitting it, you just got to keep hitting it. As long as you don't run out of stamina. I remember this section right here being a lot tougher than that. It must be the fact that I have this armor, and I just knew how to handle those gold ones. Oh, and then there's a very tough little gauntlet of enemies up here, the laser shooting phantoms. It is very easy to die. Very easy. And I don't think I have much in the way of magical protection, unfortunately. I don't even think there is a ring that raises your magic defense. Is there? Well, you know what? There might be. There might be. I just haven't picked it up yet. I think it is in the... I believe it is in the swamp. That's just what's popping up in my head. I think it's in the swamp. I'm not sure about that. Maybe if I keep the Thief's Ring on, it'll help me down here. We'll see. We'll have to see about it. So, because confidence is inherently masculine and doubt is inherently feminine, you want to show more confidence than doubt. And self-confidence is attractive. In fact, in his book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, Corey Glover described what he felt was the #1 most attractive feature. The #1 most attractive thing. What makes you most attractive to women? And in the... shit. Do you see the amount of damage that does, guys? You see that? That was over half my health in one shot like that. So when you get 2 of those attacking you at once, you can see how that could really hurt you. Now, we can kill them, so... but I think they respawn. I don't recall for sure. So, showing confidence is attractive. If you can be attractive, that's a good thing. You want to be attractive rather than unattractive. And there's a saying in the Red Pill community, be attractive, don't be unattractive. That sounds like the same thing, and it's not. The idea behind it is you exhibit traits that are attractive, you don't exhibit traits that are unattractive. And I think his laser might go through walls, so we may be in danger here. It is hard to dodge, in my opinion. There we go. Oh no, we got souls for it, so that means he does not come back, I think. I hope not. We'll see. Oh, shit, I walked right into it. Come on. I don't know why my character would walk around him as I hit him. It's kind of lame, but whatever. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, he didn't look behind him. Usually they look behind them if you hit an arrow right next to them. They speed up as they get closer, so they make it harder to... Ah, shit. Keep underestimating how fast he's moving. Oh, shit. I misjudged that. Okay, so they do respawn. Dagger, that wasn't worth it. That's like a trick. See, that's a trick. That's a trick. All right, there, we made it, guys. Should we get those? Sure, why not? We'll get them real quick. And hopefully not die. Oh, shit. Fuck. I forgot about these guys right here. I don't think they follow me out here, but we'll see. Woo! That was risky. Now I gotta make sure not to get hit here while my regenerator ring is in effect, otherwise it'll invalidate all the healing entirely. Oh, come on now! Some real jerks back there, you know that? Some real jerks. Okay, like I said, guys, this is a gauntlet. It can be brutal. The run back to this boss is atrociously brutal. We're healing up. Your irrational self-confidence, when you're in a relationship, is the rock of stability to her unstable doubt, her unstable doubting nature. When you are confident, when you exude irrational self-confidence, you give her a basis for confidence. You make her feel like everything's more stable. You do not want to exhibit the same doubt and concern and fear and anxiety that she goes through, because that will just make it worse for her. The idea here is that you are a rock of stability to her instability, not additional instability to her instability. That's not what you want. So when she's feeling anxious and all this other stuff, you need to be a counter to that. There we go. You need to counteract that. And the way to do that is to be stable and is to be confident. Shit. Golly. Okay, so that'll get rid of most of those right there. I don't know if there are any more right here. And we didn't find this guy in that other cave, did we? Oh, I still hear them. You still hear them? So there's more. But we might be safe right here. Yeah, these guys just do massive amounts of damage. Just way too freaking much. Just way too much. It's unreasonable. FromSoft, be reasonable. So, by being the stability to her instability, she will care for you more. She will want you more. Remember, I do believe this, and I know what my girlfriend hates when I say it. Don't tell your girlfriend everything. I tell her way too much. It's one of my weaknesses. She knows that. Don't tell your girl any of this stuff. If she finds out about it, fine. Don't deny it. Don't lie about it. But women cannot love men in the way that men love women. They don't. They just don't. Women don't love men the way men love women. Men love women idealistically. They love them like they would love this ideal. Because men love idealistically. Men love the idea of romance. Men love the idea of happily ever after. Men love this idea of being a couple. Men love the idea of being there for a woman, supporting her, being her only man, this dedication. Men love this idea. That doesn't mean they're perfect and they always do it the way they should, but what it means is that they love in a different way than men do. We want this, we want them to drop a... Oh, shit. We want them to drop the sticky white stuff, so that's why we're going to defeat all these slugs. Even though these little assholes like to spit shit at you constantly. Come on. What are they dropping? Sucker stone? I don't want sucker stone. I want sticky white stuff, which I thought... Oh, there we go. I think I got one, right? It's hard to activate these little white balls of doohickey. They don't always want to activate properly. I feel like I get close enough to them, but they just don't want to activate. Yeah, they spit really quickly, and you'd think they'd take a while to recharge it. No, they just like kick right back in. Okay. Oh shit, I should have bought more arrows. Oh wow, this guy's taking a lot of hits. Shit. Woo! Fun times, people. Fun times. I need more arrows. Damn. Well, let's save these. Let's save them arrows. Peoples. Do you see that stabby stabby? Come on. Spit your shit, bro. Does that... I hope that doesn't do durability damage. I really don't want any of my shit breaking down here. I think I do have something to repair, though, if need be. You gotta walk through these things and just spam the pickup button, because it's hard to tell if they drop something. Oh, Ronin's ring. I think I remember that ring being of some value. Let's see what it does. Reduce rate of weapon wear. Eh. Confidence, guys. Have it. Don't not have it. Doubting is unattractive, confidence is attractive. That's the difference between be attractive, don't be unattractive. There are traits that are specifically unattractive, and there are traits that are specifically attractive. Doubting is unattractive. Simply not doubting, that's not going to do a lot for you, but being confident will be attractive. If you approach a woman in any context, whether you're interested in her or not, you want to exude confidence, okay, guys? Oh, I think they have to be coming towards you to blow up, don't they? So let's say you're at Starbucks and you want to practice. You need to practice confidence. You can't just be confident. Boom, you're done. That's it. Now you're confident. You've achieved. You've reached your goal. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. It'd be nice if it did, right? So how you do it? You be confident and you want to start in ways that are easier. Do you want to cold approach some chick on the street? An 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10 chick on the street and be like, hey, what's going on, baby? That's a difficult scenario to be confident in, okay? You got nothing in common. You don't know anything about her. She doesn't have to respond well to you. You don't know what... Oh, shit, that thing's alive. However, how about this? How about when you go to get your coffee? Or the waitress? You don't necessarily hit on her, but you act confidently flirty around her. She has a vested interest in responding well, so you don't have to worry about her blowing you off completely. She's your waitress. She's probably going to be nice. She's probably going to reciprocate a little bit just to try to get a tip out of you. That's fine. This is where you build confidence in easy situations and easier scenarios. Then, your first couple approaches to women, approach women that are clearly beneath your sexual market value. And the reason I say that is because, number one, you will be more confident knowing that you have something on them. If you approach a 10 out of 10 chick, like this is like Instagram model girl, you know, she's got that ass where she puts on a thong and takes photos of her butt and posts it on Instagram. She knows how she looks. So she has the potential to just blow you off completely. Possibly even laugh at you as she turns back to her friends. don't put yourself in that situation, because right now you're practicing. If you're going from introverted, not confident at all, you probably don't want to go... Are there enemies here? No? Okay. You probably don't want to go, you know, straight to the most difficult scenario possible, okay? So like I said, start easy. Find a girl that you think is... Let's say you've kind of gauged that you're now a 6 or 7 out of 10, okay? That's kind of where you figured out you are. You think that's a reasonable assertion. Pick yourself a 5 or a 4. The goal here isn't actually necessarily to date her, but you know what? Do it. If you can get a date with her, do it. If you get a phone number, follow up. Okay? The reason you want to do this is for practicing. You're not toying with her. You're not playing games, okay? Don't pretend like you're super interested in a long-term relationship if you're not, okay? Don't be dishonest. Don't lie. I'm not into that kind of pickup stuff. I don't think that'll really get you anywhere. You'll be labeled a player. You'll be out with all of her friends. Out in terms of no longer an option because they know who and what you are. Instead, be reasonable, be kind, and consider that this is someone's daughter, this is someone's sister, this is possibly someone's mother, depending on how old you are. I wouldn't say treat women with respect, because that might not be the proper term, but treat women like human beings. The one issue with the red pill is people who just get in it superficially start thinking that, oh, well, you just treat women like objects, because that's all they are. They're just objects. You press these buttons and these results come out, and don't do that. So instead, treat them like reasonable human beings. Let's see. Doing more damage shortens the amount of time you have to deal with a boss, so it's always a good idea to do that. Let's go ahead and do this boss fight. But remember, you have to practice confidence, and you want to practice it in scenarios where it is easier than others when you first start out, okay? So, like I said, yeah, don't start with the 8s, 9s, and 10 out of 10s. Start with the 4s, 5s, and 6s, with the idea that you're above that. Now, if you know reasonably that you are probably a 4 out of 10, okay, then... okay, let's be real. Oh, shit, I forget about that move. I really do, guys, obviously. Oh, fuck. I'm in trouble now. Damn! Oh, that... What bothers me most about that is that it's a fucking nightmare running back through this shitty area. I mean, we made it through just fine, but it just takes so long, and it's so slow going, and they just do so much fucking damage every time. It's just it's such a pain in the ass. It's, you know, that's the problem with Demon Souls. You get a lot of these areas that it's an absolute bitch to have to fight your way through. They're miserable. They're fucking miserable. And this is one of them. Okay. And there's no in-between point, you know? So now this area is going to be slightly tougher. Let's do this. Just regenerate some health real quick. I hate burning through all my grass. We can get up pretty quickly with that. Oh. Oh, now. Okay, now. Hold on. Assholes. Once we get our health all the way back up, we'll switch out the rings. So, you practice on the lower, you know, quality women. I hate to say it like that, but, you know, at least lower value women on the sexual market scale, they don't look as good, so that's easier to deal with. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're hitting on a 4 out of 10, and you're a 6 or 7 out of 10. Okay. And when it comes to the irrational self-confidence, guys, don't overestimate your SMV. Try to be as realistic with your SMV as possible. The problem you're going to run into is only you can evaluate that. You can't ask a friend. You can't ask a female friend. You can't ask anyone else. They don't want to tell you, guys. They don't want to tell you. They're not going to tell you, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you, all right? They're not going to be a reliable source to tell you what your SMV is. They're going to overestimate it for you. They're going to give it to you 2 to 3 points higher than it really should be. Because they don't want to tell you, you know, the honest truth. That you're, you know, that you're 4. That you're miserably low. So, don't put them in that situation to begin with. By the way, this is a great place to farm. 4,592 souls. All you gotta do is run and hit that guy. It's a great place to farm souls. You can get a couple levels out of that. In fact, hell, let's do it. I really don't feel like running through this area again so soon, so we'll farm some levels for a bit while we talk. And we may not get to the boss of this area this time, but that's cool. We don't mind. So the other thing about confidence, your confidence reassures her and comforts her when you're in a relationship. Whether, and that includes any relationship with a woman, sister, acquaintance, coworker, mother. As long as, look at me, not having any clue what I'm doing here. Let's go back up to the Archstone. As long as you're a man and she's a woman and you have any degree of familiarity, your confidence, your self-assuredness is going to be a rock of stability for her. So that applies. You can directly apply this to sisters and moms and everyone else if that's something you want to do to give them confidence, to make them feel better about themselves. I have to do that. I had to do that quite a lot, going through some difficulties in my life. And my mom, she did not like it. She knew I wasn't being treated fairly. She knew what was happening to me was really wrong and horrible, and it was a very difficult situation. And she became very pessimistic and you know, doubting. 9505. Okay. So we can get a level off 2 shots. And then after that, it'll be 3. So 2 will give us the first level. After that, we might need to go 3 times, or we might do 1 more level off 2 runs. Then it'll be 3 runs for a bit, then it'll turn into 4 runs, you know. And once it hits about 4 runs per level, it's not as interesting to do it anymore, because 4 runs in between each level starts to get a little cumbersome. The other problem with this too is, if you screw this up, if that by RNG they start coming at you a little harder, they hit you with the magic beam spell, they can kill you pretty easily, so you got to be careful. Do not stop moving as soon as you kill this dude. Just roll around or do something, because you don't want to get hit by those enemies and killed afterwards. It can happen. They can hit you immediately after, I think they can. I think it's happened to me before. So you want to keep on the move. Wait, the next level is 9505? Oh, so yeah, it's going to be 3 levels to start. But all we got to do is knock out a couple of these souls and we're good to go. The lowest ranking soul, unknown soldier soul. Yeah, just 2 of those and we should be good enough. Yep, there we go. Got our level. It might be a good idea for us to go grab that magic resist ring, although I don't know how much it actually helps. Would it help enough to be worth going and getting in the swamp first? That I don't know. Yeah, the only thing you can do at Archstones here is go back to the Nexus. I don't do anything else for you. By the way, guys, I looked into it. I think we talked about it in one of the last episodes. Yes, the rumor is, and it seems to be, as far as unconfirmed rumors goes, it's confirmed, if that makes any sense. Sources told Jason Schreier of Kotaku, and occasionally, on very rare occasions, Kotaku will actually do real news. It's rare, but it'll happen. Oh, look at this, guys. There's a dead body. Well, how did that get there? Could it be that Yurt is on the rampage, killing people in the Nexus? Even though when you die in the Nexus, you just respawn, so why don't they just respawn? We don't ask those questions here. Look, it's another body. Where could Yurt be? Could he be hiding behind one of these pillars, or in between one of these pillars? Yes, he could. Should we kill him?
What is it? I do not like.
I think we should kill him. You know what? We're already in soul form. We really don't stand to lose. Well, let's level up first. We really don't stand to lose anything because we're already in soul form, and we're in the Nexus, so we're not gonna. It's not gonna affect anything here, you know. Only in body form does it affect the world when you die, but it does not affect the Nexus. The Nexus does not have a world tendency. If you ever wanted to see the world tendency, guys, I guess I never showed it to you. It's right here. So you see that Shrine of Storms and Valley of Defilement. You can tell I died in them because they're not as bright, but those other areas are brighter because we've killed bosses. Each time you kill a boss, the world tendency goes brighter. And there's another way to make it more white. I just can't remember what it is. So anyway, there you go. And then you have your character tendency, and the player's soul tendency, they call it. That's basically when you're killing good characters in the game, your tendency goes black. And I don't know exactly what that affects, to be honest. That gives us 1 point of damage. That gives us none point of damage. Stamina, we don't. Okay. Let's do more damage. We're still only on the ones, though. I like getting 2 points of damage per level. That's always nice. All right, let's go pay Yurt a visit. Oh wait, this is not the way to Yurt. Let's talk to this guy and see if he mentions what he did before. I think in Dark Souls 2, this guy, the Crestfallen Warrior or Soldier, I think he actually gives you something at some point, and I keep remembering that, and that's why I keep talking to him, thinking he'll give me something. Oh, it just occurred to me. We need... I'm not going to be able to... Yeah. We need to buy some arrows. So let's... we will just get some levels, or get some souls off killing those guys down there, and we'll use that. We won't pop any souls for that. By the way, the other thing about irrational self-confidence is the idea that I can't do it, unquote, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you think you can't, it's interesting how often you end up not being able to. It's amazing how often I can't fulfills itself and becomes its own thing. Shit. You know, I remember him being a lot more difficult than that. Mephistopheles? What did she say about me? Gotta pay her a visit. You talking shit about me, Mephistopheles? Hey, let's see what the... Oh, it's identical. Except it has slightly lower physical defense, slightly lower blunt, slash, pierce, and fire, but not low enough to be worried about. And significantly higher bleed, poison, and plague resistance. So actually, overall, arguably this is better. Because the decreases in physical, blunt, slash, pierce, magic, and... Or not magic, but fire. The decreases there are negligible. They're like 1 point each. So arguably, this is a good deal. Yeah. I think we're going to go with the Gloom set. Of course, you do have to kill Yurt for it. And to me, I don't know. I like it, except for the helmet. It does look a little silly, in my opinion. Was that his stuff? Was that his shit, bro? What was he doing with those books, by the way? Did he read them? I wonder if you could zoom in, if it's actually possible to read it, or if it's just blurry by nature. Because some textures in games, when they remaster them, or when you upscale it in an emulator, you can actually read shit that before was just too blurry to read. You'll notice in Dark Souls, when it hit the PC, and people use DSFix, the higher the resolution you could push, the more detail you'd see. Like, the textures in that game were so detailed, and you can't see that on the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. You just can't. Can't even see it by default on the PC version without DSFix. Dark Souls Remastered helped a lot with that, obviously. We need 6 shards of hardstone and 4 chunks of hardstone. I keep talking about maybe farming those off camera. If all I need are shards of hardstone to do that, I can buy those. I can farm and buy those. Well, I can farm souls and then buy them with the souls I've farmed. So let's, even though I'm going to put this in storage for the moment, we are going to do this just in case we swap it out. And then 34 arrows. I do want some more.
Hello.
Okay, let's deposit all of this. The dagger. Oh, the hiltless. We did get that. Okay. I don't remember where we got it. Oh, but the hiltless damages you because there's no hilt, so that the idea is your hand slides onto it and you bleed from it. So you take damage using it. It's an interesting weapon. I don't like that. I don't like taking damage using my own weapon. So, not really my thing. We're going to get rid of one of those because they do have weight. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to use bleed resist ever. I'm just not. So, get rid of that. Flame, poison, and disease, maybe. Reduce rate of weapon wear. No, not going to use that. It's just, you only have 2 ring slots. It's not worth wasting one on that. That's the honest truth. So they're too valuable for that. Let's see. Okay, we're good there. And then I even like how the longsword looks in these games. It's just such a simple, basic, awesome looking design. It's just you know, it's hard to explain, but I love kind of the plain but beautiful nature of that weapon. It's just so simple. It's just a straight up nice looking solid longsword, you know? Just, I mean, you'd think it'd be an insult to it to say it just looks so standard, but it does, and it's great because of that. Now, Ostrava, I don't know if he helps us in any of the boss fights. Can you actually summon him in any boss fight? There are NPC summons in this, believe it or not. I haven't had one yet. Let's go back to the Shrine of Storms. Confidence scares off doubtful naysayers and negative people. What? This is not what I meant. This is not what I wanted. I never asked for this. Let's go back. Nice try, buddy. The Terminator almost got me. By the way, they do look like Terminators. Once somebody told me that, I can't unsee it. They're freaking Terminators with swords. Yeah, being self-confident, you're going to push negative people out of your life, whether you want to or not. And that's a good thing. The naysayers, the negative people, the bitchers, the whiners, the moaners, you know the type I'm talking about. You can't do that. You can't make $1 million. You're not going to do that. You can't get a girl like her. She's way out of your league, dude. You don't need those people. That doesn't mean you get rid of all of them on the spot, but what I think would be a good idea is to not make them a regular part of your life, and if need be, encourage them to change through your actions. So some people will change a bit. They, at the very least, will shut up about their negativity around you. You don't have to shut them down directly. You don't have to tell them, stop being negative. That might be helpful. But you can just say something like, I had to talk to someone in my life. I won't give out the details of who it was, but it was a family member, and they were being very negative about a situation. I said, you know what? I'm just not going to choose to be really negative about a situation. I'm just going to choose to be positive. I'm going to choose to do what I can. And you know what? That doesn't mean it's going to be better just because I'm positive. But I know one thing, being negative doesn't help. And that's kind of how I shut that down. Or you can ask them, why are you always negative? Like, why do you always think you're going to lose? Why do you think everything's going to work against you all the time? And then they say something, you go, okay, well, does that help you? I mean, do you feel better being negative all the time? Do you feel better talking pessimistically about how everything's going to work against you? And of course it doesn't. Or they say something like, well, you know, I just see the world for what it is. So you know how this stuff works. I'm like, okay, well, how's that working out for you? How's that working out for you? That's a good question to ask people when they say something to you, especially something negative or stupid or derogatory. Or when they talk about what they're doing, or when they criticize your new red pill way of life. Well, I don't... Okay, well, how's that working out for you? On your third marriage? How's that working out for you? Paying $1,500 in child support, $700 a month in alimony to, you know, 2 different women. So I think that's a good question to get people to go, oh, okay. They realize for themselves how it's working out for them when they have to think about it. All right, we are going to run back and do this again. Well, actually, we can level up, so maybe. We'll see if we can level up off this. Get some more arrows. I don't think we're going to invest in any more bolts. I just think that the bow and arrow is just better, plain and simple, because you can aim it. You can't aim the crossbow, so that's the huge limitation of a crossbow. Crossbow is lock on or nothing. I know it's possible to kind of aim it using binoculars, but you can only do that when you have plenty of time to set everything up. You can't do that in the spur of the moment, you know what I mean? We need 9,900. Okay. We'll go farm again. But in the meantime, we will buy some arrows. Let's get another 100 and... Yeah, that's fine. Right there. Okay. We'll still be able to level up off this next one. Yeah, so it's going to take 3 runs per level for the next handful of levels. The other thing about confidence, guys, is it boosts your mood and it makes you feel better to be confident. And if you've never done it before, try doing it and you'll see what I mean. It's not something I believed, but it's not a cheesy self-help thing. I mean, it sounds like it, and I guess in some ways it kind of is, but the idea behind it is your irrational self-confidence will help you in ways that you never would have thought. It really will. You will feel a lot more confident when you act more confident and just believe that you're more confident, and it'll make you feel better overall. You will tend to act better. You'll act like you're going in the right direction, and oftentimes that's all that you need to go in the right direction. If you're more confident in an interview, that'll help you get the job. If you're more confident approaching a woman, that'll help you get her phone number and talk to her. If you're more confident in your marriage, that will help you turn things around if they've gone the wrong direction, as they have in most marriages, if not nearly all of them. So, irrational self-confidence. And this is a thing where you could tell a woman all about it, and it won't change it. It's still effective. So, it's kind of like if a woman tells you what she does to stay in great shape, it doesn't... Oh, wait, we already got that. It doesn't ruin it at all that she looks great. It doesn't take any of that away. So, I wouldn't, you know... Oh, the next level is going to be 2 points. That's awesome. All right, let's get one more level here if we got enough time. I think we do. So, you know, it won't ruin it for her to know what you're doing and why you're doing it, but if you don't have to, I wouldn't, like, detail it to her. If you're in a serious relationship, long-term relationship, whether it's dating or marriage or whatnot. This is a case where seeing how the sausage is made does not make the sausage any less delicious. There are cases where it does. So, be careful. You don't want to spell everything out, because you take some of the mystery away, and that's not a good thing. Oh, I should have rolled. Always roll when you drop right there, because you can attack faster from a roll than you can from just dropping and having to wait for your character to recover from the fall. There's no plunge attacks in this game, unfortunately, otherwise that would be a very, very easy farm. You would just plunge down on him and probably kill him in one shot, especially if you just two-hand your weapon and you have a strength bonus off of it. The other thing is, how can you be confident when you just don't have a reason to be? Well, you know, irrational self-confidence is its own reason. It has its own value. When you realize that, it's not a problem to be confident. But at the same time, you want to be working towards those goals that we talked about in episodes 1 and 2 and 3. I think episodes 1 through 3, but mainly 1 and 2, where we talked about establishing your frame and the 4 F's, which is food, fitness, finance, and fashion. Get those 4 things in order, fashion being last, because you know you don't want to invest in a expensive whole new wardrobe when you're going to have a different body shape and weight in 6 months, you know. I think after 6 months of hardcore working out, you could start investing in your new wardrobe. It's not a magic number. You could do it a little bit before that, maybe wait a little longer, depending on how bad your clothes are now. If you want to buy just a few nice things for when you go out, if you're just going out a couple times a week, just on the weekends, then yeah, if you want to buy just a few nice outfits where you're at right now in your life, then that's fine. But if you know you're going to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds of fat and put on some muscle, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to spend $1,500 right now to buy a whole new wardrobe and then have to do it all over again in 6 months. So that's why I always put fashion last. But you can be as fashionable as possible with what you've got. Get rid of the graphic t-shirts. Or just wear them at the house or to sleep in. Get rid of the cheap tennis shoes that you bought at Walmart. Or just an old ratty pair of shoes that look bad. Women tend to notice shoes. Most women are real big into shoes. They notice shoes. They notice your shoes more than you do. Some men notice too. Stop wearing the graphic t-shirt with the khaki shorts and socks with sandals every time you go out. Like, actually put on decent looking clothing. If you're lounging around the house and you want khaki shorts, that's okay. As long as your girl knows that you can and do often dress up when it's time to, that's fine. I don't think she expects you to be dressed up all the time. But khaki shorts, or sorry, cargo shorts is what I meant to say. I keep saying khaki because they're usually khaki color. Cargo shorts, graphic t-shirt, sandals. It is the classic lame. Oh shoot, this is bad. This is gonna screw everything up, possibly. Oh yep, there we go. One shot. All right, guys, we can get those souls back and kill them. And because we were in soul form, it does not affect the world tendency. So nothing is affected there. And in this game, you don't collect humanity like you do in Dark Souls. So we didn't lose anything. We didn't lose humanity because it doesn't exist. All right, let's try that again. Remember I told you if you screw this up, you're going to die? Well, there you go. Proof positive of what I said. Shit. I'm not used to being hit like that. Okay, I screwed that up twice in a row and just happened to get lucky and not die on the second time. But here's the good news. Because we drop down from up above, we can grab our souls before we put ourselves in danger. So you pretty much always get your souls back. Even if you screw it up again. You can get your souls before the screw up happens. So you don't lose them. Alright, let's go level up. Maybe buy some more arrows. Repair our gear if necessary. Do that kind of housekeeping stuff up there. In the Nexus. I think I hit all the points I had. Better to be overly self-confident than to underestimate your value. You're probably more valuable than you think you are, or you can become so fairly easily within 6 months or less. Self-confidence is attractive, self-doubt is unattractive. Confidence is masculine, doubt is inherently feminine. Your irrational self-confidence is the rock to her instability. Your confidence reassures her and gives her comfort. Saying and thinking that you can't do it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, so don't do that. That's negative self-talk. Confidence scares off doubtful naysayers and negative people. It kind of pushes them to the side, or at least lets them know, hey, I'm not interested in your pessimistic negativity. And confidence feels good and boosts your mood. They found that just exercising alone can be as effective a way to treat depression as medication. So before you start getting medicated and get all the side effects of that and the costs associated with it, it might be a good idea to consider. You know what? Let's buy a whole bunch and then store some. How's that sound? Because we're gonna go back in there. And we run the risk, of course, of losing all of our souls again and dying. Oh, because we died here, our souls are now lost over there. So 20-some thousand souls lost. Darn it. That just occurred to me. Oh, well. Spilt milk, guys. Spilt milk. War Scythe. Interesting. So, this has made our weight go up quite a bit. So, we don't want to carry all the arrows on us. We'll carry 150 at a time. How about that? 165. How about that? Just making sure we don't have any unnecessary items on us. Alrighty. That looks good. Let's see if there's any junk here that we don't need. Kunai, because I have the bow and arrow, I really don't use those. Soul remains, I don't use very often, but just in case, I'll keep a few on me. If I need all guided guidance, I'll pick it back up again. We only need one shard of archstone at any one point in time. Stone of Ephemeralize, you really only need one on you at any one point in time. If you die, you're going to be at the Archstone to come back here anyway at that point. One thing to repair durability. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. We probably should have bought some more grass had I thought about it. But you know what? We can farm and then buy grass in the same spot we were farming. Well, guys, we didn't get to the boss, but that's okay. We got a new armor set. We leveled up several times, and we had a great discussion on irrational self-confidence. If you think there are any guys in your life that need this message, send them this video and say, hey, even if you don't care about this video game, you don't actually need to watch the screen. You can just play it in the background like it's a podcast. You'll get 95% of the value without even seeing it. The only thing I talk about that you would see is the game, and if they want the content of the message, then no problem, right? I'm Fox with FoxeoGames. I hope you join me for the next one. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell and select all if you want notifications of all my videos to show up for you. Click the like button if you haven't already, if you did like the video. Leave your comments below. I do read them. If you want to send me a private message, a question, if I don't know the answer, I'll tell you I don't know. Okay? I'm not selling a counseling service here, so I'm not going to pretend to know what I don't. My DMs are open on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter and all the other social media sites. Links are in the description. I will see you guys next time. Until then, maintain your frame and be irrationally self-confident. Later, gentlemen.